Hi, welcome to another video. So Kimi K2.6 is now on NVIDIA Build as a NIM endpoint. And this is one of those updates that I think a lot of people should actually care about. Because yes, Kimi K2.6 itself is interesting. But the more interesting part for most of us is that you can now use it through NVIDIA's API route with an OpenAI-compatible endpoint. And at least right now, it is showing up as a free endpoint for developer testing. And that is pretty awesome. So if you remember, I have talked before about using NVIDIA NIMs as a free API route for models like Kimi, GLM, Minimax, and other open models. That setup was already good because you could take models that are usually annoying to host yourself, get an NVIDIA API key, put the OpenAI-compatible base URL into KiloCode, RooCode, Cline, OpenCode, or whatever you use, and then just start testing them in a real coding workflow. Now, Kimi K2.6 being added there makes that setup much more interesting, because Kimi K2.6 is not some random small model. This is Moonshot AI's new Big Kimi model, and it is basically built for the kind of long-running agentic coding workflows that people like us care about. So let's talk about what the model is, why it matters, and then how you can use the free NVIDIA API route with your coding tools. Now, first of all, what exactly is Kimi K2.6? Kimi K2.6 is a 1 trillion parameter mixture of experts model with around 32 billion active parameters per token. So, like the older Kimi K2 models, it is massive in total size, but it only activates a smaller part of the model during inference. It also has a 256K context window, which is very important for coding agents. Because when you're using something like Kilo, Roo, Cline, or OpenCode, context is not just a nice extra. Context is the whole thing. The model needs to read files, understand previous tool calls, keep track of the plan, remember why it changed something, and still not get lost halfway through the task. So, having 256K context here is a big deal. Kimi also says K2.6 is stronger at long horizon coding, instruction following, self-correction, and more complex software engineering tasks. That is exactly the area where a lot of open models still struggle. They can answer coding questions, they can write a function, they can maybe make a small page. But once you ask them to actually work across a repo, follow constraints, use tools properly, fix errors, and keep going for multiple steps, they start falling apart. Kimi K2.6 is very clearly aimed at improving that. It is also natively multimodal, which means it can work with text, images, and video input depending on the API and client you're using. That part is really interesting for agents because modern coding workflows are not just text anymore. Sometimes you are giving the agent a screenshot of a UI, sometimes you're asking it to compare a generated interface with a design, sometimes you want it to inspect an image, understand visual bugs, or reason about what is happening in a screen recording. So having Kimi as a multimodal agentic model makes a lot of sense. Now, what makes this specific NVIDIA route exciting is not just the model card, it is the access. If you go to build.nvidia.com/moonshotai/Kimi-K2.6, you should see the Kimi K2.6 NIM page. From there, you can log in, generate an API key, and use it through NVIDIA's OpenAI-compatible endpoint. If you are new to NVIDIA Build, you may need to create an account and verify your phone number before it lets you generate keys. That is normal. Once the key is created, you can copy it into whatever coding tool you're using. The base URL you usually want is https://integrate.api.nvidia.com/1, and the model ID is Moonshotai Kimidek K2.6. This is the important part. Do not put the full chat completions URL into tools that ask for the base URL. If KiloCode, RooCode, Cline, or another tool asks for a base URL, you normally put https://cline/integrate.api.nvidia.com/way1. Then in the model field, you put Moonshotai Kimi-K2/.6, and then you paste your NVIDIA API key. That is it. This is why I like the NVIDIA route so much. It is not some weird custom SDK only thing. It is basically an OpenAI-compatible API endpoint, so a lot of tools can use it with very little effort. Now, to be clear, when I say free, I mean free under NVIDIA's current developer or trial access terms. I do not mean this is guaranteed to be an infinite production API forever, with no limits, no changes, and no restrictions. These free endpoints can change, limits can change, availability can change, models can move around. So treat this as a really good developer testing route, not as something you should blindly build a serious production business on without checking the terms. But for trying the model, testing agent workflows, using it inside Kilo or Roo or Cline, and seeing how good Kimi K2/class actually feels, this is very, very good. And honestly, this is where I think free APIs are most useful anyway. They let you test the model in your own workflow before you decide whether it is worth paying for elsewhere, because a playground test is not enough. Benchmarks are not enough either. Now, what matters is how the model behaves when it is reading your codebase, making edits, fixing its own mistakes, using tools, and dealing with all the messy little things that happen in real projects. That is where you actually learn if a model is good. And NVIDIA NIM lets you do that without immediately spending money. Now, if you want to set it up in Kilo code, the flow is very simple. Go to the settings, create a new provider profile if you want to keep it separate. Select OpenAI-compatible as the provider. Put the base URL as integrate.api.nvidia.com/v1. Paste your NVIDIA API key. Then set the model to moonshotai/Kimi K2.6. Save it, make it active, and then try a simple prompt first. Do not start with a giant repo refactor immediately. First, ask it something simple just to make sure the connection works. Then ask it to inspect a small project. Then ask it to fix a bug or implement a feature. Once that works, then you can start pushing it with bigger agentic tasks. For RooCode or Cline, it is basically the same idea. Choose the OpenAI-compatible provider, use the NVIDIA base URL, use your NVIDIA API key, use the Kimi K2.6 model ID, and then test it. Now, one setting you may want to pay attention to is thinking. Kimi K2.6 supports thinking and non-thinking modes. In Moonshot's own API, they expose a thinking parameter. In NVIDIA or VLLM style setups, you may see that represented through chat template catchwords, like thinking true or thinking false. If your tool exposes that cleanly, you can experiment with it. For complex coding tasks, thinking mode may help. For faster, simple tasks, non-thinking mode may feel better. But if your tool does not expose that setting properly, I would not overcomplicate it at first. Just connect the model, run a few tasks, and see how the default behaves. The other thing to remember is that tool calling behavior matters a lot. Kimi models are generally interesting because they are built with agentic workflows in mind. But the model is only one part of the experience. The client also matters. Kilo, Roo, Cline, OpenCode, OpenClaw, and Kimi's own CLI all have slightly different ways of formatting tool calls, applying diffs, managing context, and recovering from errors. So, if Kimi K2.6 feels amazing in one tool and a bit weird in another, that does not automatically mean the model is bad. It might just mean the integration needs better support. This is also why I like testing these models in multiple tools. Yes, sometimes a model that feels mid in one client becomes much better in another. And Kimi especially is one of those model families where the surrounding tool setup can make a big difference. Now, what kinds of tasks do I think Kimi K2.6 through NVIDIA NIM is worth trying on? First, long context repo understanding. Ask it to inspect a codebase, summarize the architecture, identify risky files, and explain what should be changed before you ask it to edit anything. Second, front-end implementation. Kimi has been getting better and better at UI work, and K2.6 seems especially interesting for coding-driven design, so I would absolutely test it on dashboards, landing pages, settings, screens, component cleanup, and UI polish tasks. Third, multi-step bug fixing. Give it a real bug, let it search the repo, let it inspect the files, let it make the edit, and see whether it can run the right checks afterwards. Fourth, tool-heavy tasks. Because the whole point of Kimi K2.6 is not just write code in a chat box. The point is agentic work. So test it where it has to use tools, think through steps, keep context, and recover from errors. That is where you will actually see whether it is better than the older Kimi models. Now, compared to Kimi's official API or Kimi CLI, I still think the official Kimi route may give you the cleanest Kimi native experience. That makes sense. Moonshot controls the model, the API behavior, the thinking mode, and their own coding agent. So if you're deeply into Kimi and you want the best polished Kimi workflow, Kimi CLI is still worth checking out. But the NVIDIA route has a different advantage. It is free for testing, it is OpenAI compatible, and it fits into the tools many of us already use. That is the key. You do not need to change your whole workflow just to try the model. You can plug it into the same Kilo code or RooCode setup you already have and compare it against GLM, Minimax, DeepSeek, Qwen, or whatever else you're using. That is super practical. And this is why I keep talking about NVIDIA NIMs. It is not because every model there is magically the best model. It is because the access pattern is really useful. You get a big catalog of open models. You get an OpenAI-compatible endpoint. You get free developer access for a lot of testing. No, and you can use that inside real coding tools. That combination is just really good. So if I had to summarize this whole thing very simply, I would say this. Kimi K2.6 is one of the most interesting open models right now for agentic coding, long context work, and multimodal workflows. NVIDIA has now made it accessible through their NIM API route, and because that route is OpenAI compatible and currently available as a free endpoint for developer testing, it becomes one of the easiest ways to try Kimi K2.6 inside your actual AI coding workflow. So go to build.nvidia.com/moonshotai/Kimi K2.6. Generate your NVIDIA API key. Use the base URL integrate.api.nvidia.com/v1. Set the model to moonshotai/Kimi K2.6 and test it in kilocode, RooCode, Cline, OpenCode, or whatever you prefer. Just remember the caveat. Free means free under the current developer access terms. It does not mean infinite production usage forever, but for testing and actually seeing how this model behaves in real work, this is a really good route for sure. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating through the Super Thanks option or becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.